When it comes to growing tomatoes, it's crucial to understand the differences between indeterminate and determinate varieties. Failing to recognize these differences can lead to disastrous consequences for your tomato harvest. Indeterminate tomato plants are vines that will continue to grow until they are killed off by pests, disease, or weather conditions, such as frost and freeze. They can produce suckers between the leaf and stem at the node, which can grow into new main stems. Pruning tutorials often recommend removing most suckers to control growth and maintain a single or double stem. On the other hand, determinate tomato plants grow as a bush to a predetermined height, typically ranging from 2 to 4 feet tall at maturity. They need to sucker as much as possible because their short, stocky stems and suckers at 45-degree angles produce the flowers that become fruit. Pruning determinate tomatoes can severely impact their yield. If you're growing a mix of indeterminate and determinate tomato varieties and pruning them all the same way, you're making a critical mistake that can destroy your harvest. Pruning determinate tomatoes, like indeterminate varieties, by removing suckers, will prevent them from producing flowers and fruit. When growing determinate tomatoes, the only acceptable pruning is removing leaves and suckers below the first flower cluster. Once a flower cluster appears, no further pruning should be done. The only other time it's acceptable to remove foliage is if the plant is suffering from disease, or if the plant is too short and the first flower cluster needs to be removed. To ensure a successful tomato harvest, it's essential to identify the type of tomato variety you're growing and adjust your pruning techniques accordingly. Treating all tomato plants the same, regardless of their growth habit, can lead to a disastrous outcome. Pay close attention to the seed packets or variety listings to determine if you're growing indeterminate or determinate tomatoes, and adjust your pruning methods accordingly.